Sad, happy, sad. He got an ear infection, someone said. That would fuck you up. Yeah, fucking ear infections, don't take them lightly, dude. Ear infections are like... it's like impossible to tell how much pain someone's in from an ear infection. You just gotta trust them, man. I've never had an ear infection, but I know people who have, and man, they fucking suck. So yeah, get well soon, Sapnap. Oh, Bella, thank you for the 5. Nah, his eardrums burst. What the fuck? Is he okay? What is he? Is his hearing okay? No fucking shit, really? His fucking eardrums have gone. Like, for real? Or is it just like he's just got an infection? I can't tell if you're being serious, chat, because that's a big... It's only over, thank you for 25. That's like a big deal. I gotta pause if he's actually lost his hearing. No. No. Both have burst. Holy shit. Oh, wow. So get well soon, Sapnap. Holy shit. That's like physiotherapy shit, right? Isn't it? I don't know. This is just the hypochondriac in me talking. I swear that's like a really big deal, chat. No, something's ruptured, but he's okay. Oh, I'm glad. Well, yeah, get well soon, man. That's like long-term damage if you don't get that sorted. Was it from the plane? Like the pressure in the plane, perhaps? Because I've had that, like, especially coming into land at LAX. It's such a steep descent path for pilots. They go so hard on the they go so hard. Yay! They go really hard on the descent, and that can fuck with your hearing and clog your ears. Yeah, yes, it's the plane. It's partially ruptured. Okay, well this is leaning back from burst. This is partially ruptured is still a big deal, but he can get his hearing back at least. Like fucking proper full on burst. Just Jesus, chat. Don't scare me about Sapnap. I like Sapnap. Yeah. It's from hanging out with George. Yeah, that would do that to my eardrums too, to be fair. 5 minutes with George and my ears are gone. I'm joking. George is very quiet. Well, he's not that quiet. Scruffy Love, thank you for the 5. Plain not pog. Plain not pog, but definitely plain good. Go flying, chat. Fly places. When you can afford it, if you can. It's a big privilege to be able to fly, and if you have that privilege, I would suggest doing it. Go places, learn things. I promise you. Wait, who is scared of flying? Can we get a poll actually? Because I want to talk about this. I'm in a helpy mood. I want to see just how many people are. I'll still say what I'm going to say. I just want to know, because I'm curious how many people, because obviously my audience are very online younger people. That's the vibe of my audience, right? So I want to see, out of very online younger people, how many are scared of flying, you know. Because I want to talk about it. It doesn't matter if you aren't. I'm still going to talk about it, even if you're not. Seems like quite like a third of you. It's like 1 in every 3 people is scared of flying in my audience. That's crazy. So you're telling me if I got my audience in a room, 1 in every 3 of them would be scared of flying in a plane. That's a lot of people, man. That's a lot. Let's say in the out of my fan base, I have about 80,000 stream fans, right? Not fans of my music and stuff, but just fans of my stream. I have about 80, maybe about 100-something thousand unique fans, right? That means 30,000 of them, 33,000 of them, in fact, would be scared of going on a plane. 33,000. That's like a town. That's like the size of a town. You could make a town, all of you. That's a lot of people, and I want to talk about it. Let's fuck Minecraft. Right, chat. Right, chat. So, okay. So before I begin, I want to say that I used to be scared of flying. I was always frightened by planes, a lot. when I was a kid. It was mainly, it was because of one occasion. I remember it well. I was on a plane, and I was with my dad, and I was kind of left to my own devices. Now, bear in mind, my dad's a pilot, and I ended up doing my light aircraft test and learning to glide, right? So I'm not scared of flying now, but I used to be, very, very scared of flying, and in that fear, it came from one time when I was sort of left to my own devices on a plane to Spain with my dad. It was one of the first flights I ever went on. I was about 8, 9. And out of nowhere, with my normal anxious brain, I had a panic. I had a fucking meltdown. Like I basically had a full-on panic attack in the plane. Now, part of my hypochondria and part of my anxiety comes from the inability to exit places where I'm stuck. Right? Yeah, I know I'm bleeding. Chat, you keep pointing out that I'm bleeding. I'm fine. It's from shaving. It's from spaghetti sauce. Sorry, Zoe Nova. Thank you for the 25. But basically, all of my fear and anxiety comes from being stuck in places, right? So if I'm in when I went up the Eiffel Tower with Tommy, I got a bit heart in my chest. I'm not scared of heights, but being in the lift, knowing that there's a part of me in my brain that goes, if you have a heart attack right now, you can't get out. You're stuck here, right? That goes through my brain. And then there's probably people out there like that, like me. And this isn't just a little nerviness. This is full on anxiety. If I get trapped somewhere, my brain goes, what if you have a heart attack? What if you do lay off the sauce? Well, it's like, what if you have a heart attack? What if you have a fall? A fucking thrombosis hits your brain, a blood clot, something happens that causes you to be incapacitated. They can't get you out, right? Is what my brain goes. And let me tell you now, I'm 25 years old. I haven't lived an especially healthy lifestyle. I go to the gym nowadays, and I trust me now, from about 2020 onwards, I've lived quite healthily. But I can tell you now, from ages 2016 to 2020, chat, I was not living healthily. I was eating a lot of junk food. I didn't really walk or do anything. I never did any weight, and I even gained quite a bit of weight at a point at the end of 2019, early 2020. And I can promise you, I'm 25 years old, and chat, I've never had a medical problem. It is so rare, but my brain doesn't seem to clock it. But either way, I mean, I have had medical problems, but none of them have been like a physical issue, due to like my heart or something. Anyway, so a lot of my fear comes from being trapped places. So with this fear comes this feeling of whenever I'm in a plane, I feel like you are the most trapped, okay, when you're in a plane. As someone with hypochondria, there is no way out, If I'm on the Eiffel Tower, I can say, hey, I'm not feeling too hot, I'm gonna go, and then I can exit, When I'm in like a state, and when I'm in like, I thought you were 36, I am, yeah. When I'm in like for instance, school assembly was another place I used to have it. When I was in school assembly, I used to also have times where I'd be like, I'm trapped, but at least I could raise my hand and be like, hey, I need to get out of here, You know how it be? So what I'm saying is, chat, if you're scared of flying, so that's where my fear of flying comes from. Chat, what I want to say is, if you're scared of flying for those reasons, just know that I've made it this far and I'm completely fine. And as long as you can identify where your brain is going before it goes there, that's step one of the fight, right? Number two, if you're not scared of your health on a plane, and instead you're scared of, let's say, the plane crashing, the plane falling out of the air, which you may have heard the crash from yesterday, flight MU575, I believe it was, the Chinese Eastern Airways flight that crashed. Which was the first one to happen in China in 12 years, which is fucking crazy. I just want to say that, chat, I want you to look at this. This is every flight in the world right now over the United States, right? Even hot air balloons. Look, there's a hot air balloon, HBAL, right? All over the United States right now. This is every plane. Do you know how many of them you're going to hear about on the news? Do you know how many of them are going to have a problem, right? Do you know how many of them are going to have even a little issue, right? A tiny issue that causes the plane to go into repairs? Statistically, none of them, right? Having an issue that causes a plane to even go in for a checkup, right, is about is like, that's maybe once every week you'll get 1 or 2, right? In per airport kind of vibe. And that's just like a bump you wouldn't even notice during the landing, right? That's the United States. Here's the fucking world, chat. This is probably half of the planes in the world, actually, because it's not even showing all of them, right? This is over Europe. Wait for it to load. This is over Europe. This is over Asia. Right? This is over Africa. This is over Oceania. Probably gonna be less here, yeah. Chat, you will not hear about any of these planes. These planes are gonna go from point A to point B. They will land. Look, let's click on one of them. Let's find out where this one's going. This is flight SDK VKG 843. It's a Sun Class Airlines, never heard of that, from Espargo to Copenhagen. Right there. You're not going to hear about that plane again. What about this one? UAL flight from St. Martin to New York. You're not going to hear about this, right? Chat. That was what helped me get over my fear of flying. When you're on a plane, just look at all the planes taking off before you, all the planes taking off after you, and remind yourself that you're not special. Remind yourself that you're not magic. You are just as likely to make it safely as the thousands of people before you. And if I don't know if this will help you, but it helps me. When you're on the plane, just look up what that plane's done today. You can Google your flight number. Most of the time, the plane you're getting on, you're its 4th flight of the day, and it's gonna do 12. Right? I hope that helps, chat. Because it helped me. It helped me with my fear of flying. So if you have the capacity, if you have the money, and you're privileged enough to be in a situation where you can travel, go fucking traveling. Try it once. You're gonna be scared. If you're scared of flying and you want to go traveling for the first time, and you get on that plane, you're gonna be scared. You're gonna be on the plane. Every little bump and noise it makes is gonna reach the top of its takeoff, and you're gonna feel your stomach drop as it hits the top of the arc. That's completely fine. But I promise you'll make it there intact. And you know. And to tell you what, if you don't make it there intact, come ask me about it. Come complain to me. I'll take the hit. I'll take the rap for it. All right. Tell you what, if you make it, if you have an injury on a plane, come and tell me, and I will make a big statement saying, "Yo, I was wrong." Just try it. You'll be scared, but you'll be fine. That's what I had to tell myself. And thanks to that, I am able to sit here right now and tell stories about all the time I went traveling, which are some of my favorite core memories from when I was younger. I first started going traveling when I was 17. And I traveled for ages. I actually worked for a solid 1.5 years straight at a retail job just to have enough money to go traveling for a year and a bit. That was part one leg of the journey. All paid for out of my pocket. You can do it. It's harder for Americans to go and do that, but you can. Trust me. It's scary though. It is scary. I was scared, man. I was scared going traveling. Everyone's scared. Most things worth doing in life are scary. Most things worth doing in life are scary, but every second that you're not doing something, that's a second disappearing, you know? And 1 second of fear is worth it for the amount of stuff you get out of it. It's like a piece of advice I always remember. I think I heard it off Schlatt, actually. He told me, which is, there's nothing scarier than being stood on like the ledge of a jump, looking out over a lagoon, right? So imagine you're stood right on the edge of a cliff. You're like the 5th person to jump. Everyone ahead of you's jumped into the lagoon. It looks really fun. They've all a good time. It's now your turn to jump, right? Scary, huh? I'd be fucking shitting myself. I don't want to jump off of a cliff into a bit of water. What if there's a rock in there? You know, what if I land wrong and I hurt myself, you know? The way Schlatt, if I remember as Schlatt told me, the way Schlatt said it was, you only need to be brave for 1 second. You know? When you ask that girl out, or that guy, or that non-binary individual out, you only need to be brave for 1 second to go up to them and say, hey, you know, I think you're hot. Maybe not that. Don't say that. But, you know, just say whatever you say. You only need to be brave for 1 second. You only need to be brave for 1 second to jump off the cliff into the water with your friends, you know, dive into the pool. You only need to be brave for 1 second to go out on a stage and act and sing in your school play or rehearsal. You only need to be brave for 1 second when you step into that interview, you know? Once you've had that 1 second of bravery, you can let yourself take the blame for the rest of it, you know? Cool, huh? Anyway, that's over. Done. Advice over. Don't come to me for advice. I'm not the best at advice. If I have any though, I'll tell it to you. I want to fucking do this though. That would be fun. Doing these jumps would be good. Would be good for me. Good for me. Doing these jumps, I would be happy. I've gotten like to the last jump like 3 times now, and I've been having a nice little quiet advice session, so I haven't actually been able to address, you know, what I'm doing. But it has been, just know, you can see a twitching in my eye as you watch back the stream. Who was the VIP that just spoke? I didn't see that. Who's that? Serious? Whoa, you hang out with Schlatt? I think you guys would have a fun dynamic. Shut up, Annie. What do you know? What do you know about Schlatt? Nothing. Get out of here. L plus ratio. I'm ratioing you in my chat. Ratio. Everyone give me a like. Everyone say like. And don't say like for Annie. Just say like for me. We're gonna ratio. Oh, I'm seeing all the people saying thank you for the advice. I can't read all of your messages, but I'll go back and check some of them out in the VOD. But thank you, guys. I'm glad that was good advice. I mean, it was, I promise you, it's very simple advice. I'm not a genius. I'm not the first one to come up with this. Just, I think that a fear of flying and when you're in a situation where you want to go traveling and you want to see the world and you want to romanticize your life, you know, you want to live that, you know, because I assume most of you here are under the, don't say your age, but I assume most of you here are younger than me. Most of you are under the age of 25. If you're not, hi, welcome, old person, lol, get out of my chat. No, I assume most of you are under the age of 25. I think that being like a 16, 17-year-old and wanting to see all these cool things, want to go travel the world and have this romantic fun time with your life, and having everything in your lap to do it, you know, you've worked hard, you've worked your job and saved up enough money. Eve Street, thank you for the 5. Or maybe you're just lucky and have rich parents, you know, having all this in your lap and then the thing getting in the way of you doing it is a fear of flying. It's so fucking shit. I wouldn't wish that on my enemy, man. Yeah, no ages. I'm sorry, Robin. You're working overtime. I just shouldn't mention it. I should never say anything that pertains to years, ages, or locations. Problem is, whenever I'm talking about Lovejoy, everyone's like, I fucking hate this. We're doing something else. We're doing Ace Race. I'm gonna get the Ace Race. How did all these people? It really pisses me off that these people have done it. Maybe I hack. Maybe I just hack and do it. What say you, chat? Do we switch on to the hack client? I hate it. I hate it. We're doing Ace Race. I'm going to win. I'm going to get the best time ever on Ace Race. What is the best time on Ace Race? Actually, let's look afterwards. Let's do our time. And then we're going to guess if we're on the top 10. We're going to do Ace Race. We're going to see we're going to make a guess if we'd be on the top 10, right? I'm going to do all of the things that I know. Ready? Look at that. Look at that glitch. I haven't done this in ages, man. Cool. Good. That was kind of a bit jank, but I did it. That was too far. I missed the spot. Shit. I don't know if that's going to be a good time anymore. We're up against people that have never fucking failed right now, so... Okay, cool. Good. Got ice. Ice in me veins. Ice in me bloody veins. I'm so focused, chat. I'm so focused right now. I always fuck this bit up. Ah, you fucker. I always fuck it up. I'm starting again. I'm starting again. I always fuck that bit up. Okay. Good. Nice. Sick. Sick, cool. Wicked, sick, and cool. Wicked, sick, and cool. I'm gonna go now, chat. I'm gonna go. This sucks. This blows. I'm gonna leave. I'm going. I'm getting out of here. I'm leaving. I'm gonna go. I'll stream again soon though, I promise. I'll be back in a little bit. I'm just sad. I'm just pissed off.